The budget iPhone is no longer playing defense, it's going on offense. For years, buying an iPhone was simple math. If you wanted the best chip, the freshest design, and the features Apple would talk about for the next 12 months, you had to pay the Pro tax. If you chose the cheaper model, you were accepting compromise. Maybe it had last year's processor. Maybe it skipped a flagship feature. Maybe it looked just a little outdated. You saved money, but you definitely felt the trade-off. That's exactly why the iPhone 17e is such a big deal. According to Apple insider Mark Gurman in his latest Power On newsletter at Bloomberg, this isn't just another minor refresh. The iPhone 17e isn't getting a routine spec bump and calling it a day. It's quietly turning into one of the smartest moves Apple has made in years. Let's break it down. First, performance. The iPhone 17e is reportedly getting the A19 chip, not a watered-down version from 2 years ago. This thing should fly through everyday tasks, gaming, and most importantly, future Apple Intelligence features without breaking a sweat. And that matters more than ever. AI is clearly becoming the next battleground for smartphones. If Apple wants its ecosystem to stay competitive long-term, even its entry devices need enough horsepower to handle on-device intelligence. By putting the A19 into the 17e, Apple is future-proofing its most affordable modern iPhone in a way we haven't really seen before. But that's not the only upgrade. MagSafe is finally coming to the E lineup. Now, the iPhone 17e is catching up with the rest of the family. And this is one of those quality-of-life features you don't think about until you use it daily. MagSafe makes the phone feel integrated into Apple's ecosystem. It makes accessories easier, it makes charging cleaner, it just feels more complete. Then, there's something even more interesting happening under the hood. Apple's in-house modem strategy gives the company tighter control over costs, power efficiency, and hardware integration. By reducing reliance on third-party suppliers, Apple can manage long-term expenses more effectively. And that's the key point. Despite the A19 chip, MagSafe support, and other upgrades, the iPhone 17e is still expected to launch at $599. That's aggressive. The strategy is pretty clear. Give users more, but don't charge them more. Apple strengthens the value proposition without stepping into pro pricing territory, and that completely changes who this phone is for. People who just want an iPhone that works fast, reliable, secure, without paying flagship prices. The only issue? They were always a step behind in features. Now they're not. With the A19 inside, the iPhone 17e won't feel like the budget compromise. It'll feel like the smart choice. For most people, you don't need triple cameras with 5x zoom, you don't need titanium rails, you don't need 120Hz ProMotion. What you need is speed, battery life, reliability, and ecosystem compatibility. And the 17e looks like it delivers exactly that. This also puts pressure on competitors, especially devices like the upcoming Google Pixel 10a. Based on what we know so far, the Pixel 10a may not bring major upgrades over its predecessor. If Apple is offering flagship-level silicon and ecosystem features at $599, the mid-range Android space suddenly gets a lot more competitive. For anyone holding on to an older iPhone because they didn't want to spend $1,000 or more on a Pro model, the 17e is shaping up to be the perfect upgrade path. It doesn't scream budget, it doesn't feel outdated, and it doesn't ask you to compromise the way older, affordable iPhones did. Honestly, this might be the most strategically important iPhone of the year. So, what do you guys think about the upcoming iPhone 17e? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and as always, I will see you guys in my next video.